Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code PHIL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL.
Welcome to the Inspirational Living Podcast. Today's reading was edited and adapted from The Ideal Made Real by Christian D. Larson, published in 1909. When you discover that you are living in a world that you did not create, and that does not correspond with your ideals, there is a tendency to break loose from external conditions at the earliest possible moment. But this tendency must be checked. Nothing is gained through an attempt to change from one world of effect to another world of effect, without first changing the cause. The majority believe that, when things are wrong with their outer world, the only remedy is to change external conditions. But the fact is that external conditions are simply effects from internal causes. And so long as those internal causes remain the same, no attempt to change external conditions will prove of permanent value. So long as there are adverse causes in your inner life, there will be adverse effects in your outer life. No matter how many times you may change from one condition to another, or from one place to another. When you begin to seek emancipation from the false world in which you are living now, in other words, when you begin to take positive measures to change your own fate, the first thing to do is to resolve not to make any forceful effort to change external conditions, without first changing the inner cause of those conditions. Let outer things be as they are for the time being, and continue to remain where you are until you can open a door to better things. While you are waiting for this door to open, do not be idle in any manner whatsoever. Although you are letting things be as they are in the external sense, and although you are not forcing yourself into different places or circumstances, still your purpose must be to entirely remake yourself. You came into this false state of life because you were misled by your own judgment. If you should break loose, this same judgment will mislead you again. You will thus pass from one world that is not your own into some other world that is not your own, and there will be no improvement in the change. If you have not improved yourself in any manner, your judgment will be just as inferior and unreliable as it was before, and no attempt to follow this judgment into different conditions will help matters in the least. You are not ready to move, neither physically nor mentally, until you have created a world of your own, just as you would like to have it in your present state of development. Therefore, all thought of change will but divert your attention from the real purpose in view. So long as you are constantly thinking about external changes, your mind cannot concentrate upon internal changes. So long as you are trying to change external conditions, You cannot change yourself. And as you yourself are the cause of the new world which you are trying to create, you must create yourself before you can create the external world as desired. To change your fate, begin with yourself. If the environment in which you live is beneath your ideal, nothing can be gained by leaving that environment until the way is open naturally to better things. If you simply get up and leave, you will gravitate into something elsewhere that will be just as uncongenial as those conditions you left behind. First, find the reason why you are living in your present adverse environments. Then proceed to remove that cause. There may be many reasons, but in most cases the principal reason is a lack of ability or power to apply the ability you possess. In such a case, you must remove inability by becoming more proficient, and as soon as you are competent to render better service, you will readily find a better place. This will mean larger remuneration, and you will thus be able to secure more desirable surroundings. Continuous improvement in everything pertaining to the life, power, and capacity of the individual can be readily attempted by anyone, and definite results secured in a very short time. Therefore, no person need remain in adverse or limited conditions. You can, through the awakening and the expression of the best that is in you, become competent to take advantage of greater opportunities, and thus change your fate, your future, and your destiny. If you wish to improve your physical environment, remain content where you are while you develop the power to earn and create a better environment. Contentment with things as they are, and harmony with everything about you, are indispensable essentials if you wish to increase your ability, capacity, and worth. To continue to kick against the thorns is to remain where thorns are abundant. But when we cease this mode of action and begin to polish off all the rough corners of our nature and improve ourselves in every manner possible, things will take a turn for the better. We will leave the world of thorns and enter a smoother path. The polished individual is admitted to the polished world, where there are no rough places, and where adverse conditions are few, if existing at all. When circumstances are against you, do not contend with those circumstances. So long as you contend with things, things will contend with you. Do not resist present conditions. You prolong their existence by so doing. Whatever comes, meet all things in the attitude of perfect harmony. Then you will find that all things, even the most adverse, can be readily handled and turned to good account. We all know the marvelous power of the person who can harmonize quarreling factions. They not only gain good from everything they meet, but they become a most highly respected person and are sought wherever opportunities are great and great things are to be accomplished. Learn to harmonize the quarreling factions in your own life, and you will find yourself entering new worlds where circumstances are more congenial and opportunities far greater. You will thus meet more desirable events, more desirable people, and superior advantages of every description will appear in your path. If your present friends are not to your liking, admire them nevertheless for every good quality that they possess. Emphasize their good qualities and ignore everything in their nature that seems inferior. This will help you to develop superior qualities in yourself. And this is extremely important, because as you develop superiority, you prepare yourself for places higher up in the scale. Make yourself over, so to speak, in your own friendships. increase your personal worth, polish your own character, refine your mind, and make real more and more of the ideal. Double and treble your love and kindness, and constantly increase your admiration for everything that has real quality and high worth. Continue until you have results, whether those results begin to come at once or not. They will positively come soon enough, and the things that you develop in yourself, you will meet in your external world. Change yourself for the better in every shape and manner, and you change your fate for the better. But the change that you produce in yourself must not simply be negating in its action. It is the positive character, the positive mind, the positive personality that meets in the external world what has been developed in the internal world. The fact that a change in yourself can produce a similar change in your fate, environment, and circumstance, in brief, everything in your outer world, may not seem clear at first, but it is easily demonstrated to be the truth when we analyze the relationship that exists between us and the world in which we live. Everything that exists in your outer world has a corresponding element in your inner world. This inner element is the cause that has either created or attracted its external counterpart, and the process is easily understood. To change circumstances is to change fate, and whatever the change may be in fate, circumstances, or events, it will be changed for the better if the increase of power is applied according to the principles of ideals. When you develop quality and superiority in yourself, you will, through the law of attraction, meet friends and associations that are after your own heart. In other words, you will enter a world where your ideals, both in people and things, are constantly being made real in every sphere of your present state of existence. You are thus creating for yourself a better fate in every sense of the term, and opening doors and pathways to a larger and more beautiful future than you have ever realized before. But the beginning is in yourself. In fact, every change for the better must begin within yourself. And when you begin to change for the better in the within, you will positively realize greater and greater changes for the better in the without.
What can you do if you wake up rested? Never wake up hot or tired again with Chili Sleep, powered by innovative app-controlled cooling technology. Visit chilisleep.com/try to fall asleep faster and wake up rested.
At Children's National Hospital, everything we do is just for kids. Our top-ranked specialists are here for kids of all ages, from babies who need help before they're even born to teens and young adults. Our pediatric experts work together to diagnose problems quickly and thoroughly and use treatments designed exclusively for growing children. With convenient locations all across the DC metro area, find a specialist today at childrensnational.org/stronger.